right, questions for Evan Frost.
What's this season been like for you? As obviously first go in the lineup, and obviously it seems like you've been pretty successful. How would you assess where you're at right now?
Yeah, it's definitely something new for me, but I think it's been pretty exciting. I think, not too much has changed since last year in terms of, going to practice and get some extra work in, extra workouts in, individuals, that stuff. So I think it's going pretty good.
What's it been like to be a D1 athlete? What's that felt like this season?
It feels the same as last year. Obviously this year I'm getting thrown out there in the duels and whatnot, but keeping the same mentality, always wanting to get better, always trying to improve in areas and work with coaches at areas I struggle on. So,
what are some of those areas you're trying to pinpoint that you can shore up a little bit, especially as the dual season's winding down and the big month is next month?
Definitely would be specific positions on bottom, getting pulled back, staying tight in here, maybe on my feet, adding a little bit more movement because, I think I have a good cardio, so, really using that in my wrestling to get people more tired, generate more offense.
How excited are you for another in-state rivalry duel?
Pretty excited. I went to the UNI duel last year. Obviously, it was there, and it was pretty intense. So I'm excited to have it here this year.
How do you feel like you and a lot of the young guys in the room, whether they're new to the lineup or relatively new to the lineup, are building? Because, obviously, if you guys make a lot of noise in March, Iowa State's going to be right back where they want to be, in that top 4, top 5 range.
Yeah, we are a top 4, top 5 team.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one that believes that. Everyone else in the room believes that. We believe we're top 2, top 3. We just got to go out there and perform, and that's something we can do. Even the young guys believe it too. So,
Talk about your matchup with Farmer from UNI. He majored you last year. You majored him in Vegas earlier this year. Kind of talk about your growth and then that matchup with him.
Yeah, last year I wrestled him a couple of times. A couple of things in the background. I wasn't really ready to go. Weight cut kind of took advantage of me last year. I also wasn't really that prepared to go. It was just a couple of openings. I didn't take it too serious. When I got him this year in Vegas, obviously I knew he was going to be ready to go. But I also thought he was going to be, overlooked me a little bit. So, just being ready to go, going out there, really mentally preparing for that match, and generating a bunch of offense, making sure he gets tired. So,
is that the hardest adjustment as a true freshman, to recognize that every moment, whether it be in training, whether it be in an open event versus a big duel, that you've got to be 100% locked in, and now that you're a redshirt, you're like, well, yes, that's what I am every step of the way now.
Yeah, definitely. Last year, I'm not going to say it was more lax, because obviously, I was trying to improve, trying to get as best as I could, especially in the year, my year not off, but just especially this year, you got to be ready to go. So yeah, that's about it. Last year, it was kind of an adjustment, but got it done.
I think if I remember right, Farber's a Southern guy like you were in Louisiana. Did you guys ever see each other in bigger tournaments down there when you were in high school at all, or just?
I don't think so. He's a Georgia guy, right?
I think
Georgia.
Yeah.
Not that I remember. No.
Is it still kind of cool, being these two guys in Iowa a little bit, where you're able to, down south, the wrestling there is still growing. It's still kind of different than what it is here. Is it kind of cool to be able to showcase the Southern style a little bit?
I think so. Yeah. I wouldn't say there's a specific Southern style, but I think it's pretty cool going out there and, got a bunch of people from back home who are watching. They text me after my matches, and show a lot of support there. So.
Talk about wrestling in Hilton. It'd been a while since you guys were able to be in front of a larger crowd. What was Friday night like for you?
It's pretty exciting. I knew that, I guess they were supposed to throw out a different guy for West Virginia. They were supposed to throw out Rhodes, and they ended up throwing a different guy, but I was still ready to go. I wanted to showcase a lot of offense. You know, I'm starting to get my body dialed back in. Yeah, I just wanted to, you know, score as many points as I could, and felt pretty good doing it.
Well, I was gonna say, that was my next question, was how does it feel like for you? You know, you're early in the lineup. You know, you did rack up a lot of points. You won very dominantly. How does it feel, you know, when the crowd gets really amped up for you, the bench is freaking out for you? What does that feel like?
It's a pretty good feeling. Yeah, there's nothing like Hilton, a packed Hilton going crazy. Everybody's on their feet after you win, so it really builds the energy for the next guys coming up. It helps us set our team up better for the duel, keep that momentum rolling, so.
Thanks, Evan.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Evan.
Thank you.
Take it easy.